And I'm just going to introduce some other settings or some features you can use as part of the Timeliner tool. I'm at a Timeliner panel at a Task tab here, and I guess I'm going to close the Gantt chart. One tool that you can make use of is this over here, columns. Choose columns, and there is other informations that you can display in your Timeliner. Total cost, material, labor, equipment cost, subcontractor cost, and all these are default pre-created parameters in Navisworks. You can make use of them. User 1 to user 10 is basically parameters that you can substitute for your own. In case you have some information that you want to input that is not on this list, you can go and modify user 1 to user 10 with your own parameter names. One thing to remember, which is quite critical here, is if you take a look at costs, there's a total of 5 costs: total cost, material, labor, equipment, subcontractor costs. Total cost is the sum of the 4 remaining costs. Four remaining costs. Total cost is equals to material plus labor plus equipment plus subcon. Okay, so and you cannot create new cost parameter. You can create any other. You can input any other information, but regarding cost, you need to kind of narrow it down to only these 4 here. Okay, so you cannot adjust. Let's say you want the total cost to be a reflection of material and labor only. That is impossible. Okay, so there's no way you can create a new parameter for cost that is linked to the total cost. You only can make use of these 4 parameters. Okay, so if you want to show this information, just check them and just press OK, and you should see all this information here. We do not have equipment cost, subcon cost inside the CSV file, and that's why it's blank here. Okay, so that's fine. Although it's blank, that's fine. And that is the column settings. Okay, remember it's here. And finally, just go to simulate again. And if you play the video, just one thing to notice that the dates are displayed at the top left hand corner, but it's also possible to show it in 4D with 5D, which means cost over time. And rather than just showing the sequence of building, you can also show the cost or the money progression throughout the construction period of the project. So in order for you to add the cost as part of your animation here to do cost over time, you click on settings. And actually there's some other quite useful features here in this panel. Okay, one of them is rather than viewing the entire construction sequence, you can view it by limiting it to a certain dates or to focus more on a certain period that you think is critical. That's possible. You use the options here, override start end date, then you pick the dates that you want the animation to start and the animation to end. Okay, so just now I was talking about adding the cost information as part of animation. That is here, overlay text, click on edit. Okay, and in order for you, so this is actually, you see this line over here is kind of like programming language. It might not make sense to you, but this line is responsible for this line here. Okay, this is the rest. That's how you get this line. And so we're going to create the cost information on the next line, and you cannot just press enter because enter means OK in this dialog box here. You need to control enter. Control enter will give you the next line, and you can type in maybe total cost over time equals to, and so that's the text. And what you can do here is click on the button called cost, and you can put total cost. So cost over time equals total cost. And I find that the font is a little bit small, so I just want to enlarge it. Click on font. Maybe I'll do size 16. It's too small, too bad for the eyesight. And then for extras, actually you can include the currently active task. So I'm going to show you what does this do, currently active task. But before that, control enter again for the next line, and just activate this. Okay, so it comes here, $ task. Press OK, OK, press. Okay, actually before you even start playing, you can see structural, basement level, B1 structural foundations. The information is there. Cost over time is 0 because we haven't started pressing play button. Day is still 1 because we haven't started pressing play button. Let's begin the play button. So you can see the percentage. Okay, it's going to be pretty fast on my screen. What I suggest you to do is, if you want to see the logic behind it, just make the animation longer, probably 60 seconds or 2 minutes, then you can see what's going on. But the basic essentials here is the time is moving, and the cost increases based on the time of the there is a reference of the programming, based off the construction program from an external file. Okay, so other than that, so what the last thing that you can do is you can export this animation. So for example, maybe you want to send this animation to someone that does not have Navisworks, then just click on the export animation here, and you can export in a few different formats. You can use, probably AVI is a good format to use. Just save somewhere that you can locate it, and then as long as you have a window media player, you can play the video even without Navisworks. So again, the export button is here. Oops, crap. Okay, the export button is, sorry. Okay, it's loading. Just wait a moment. It's towards the right side here. Okay, if you want to export the video out of Navisworks, this button here, and save the name and the size, all can be done here. Okay, so save your file, and this is actually the end of Module 3, end of Navisworks Essential. I hope you enjoy and manage to follow the training. And if you benefited from the training, just give me a like and subscribe. Thank you so much, and maybe see you in different classes. I'm going to teach BIM 360 as well. We have some Revit classes going on. So yeah, okay. So subscribe, and that will keep you updated of new videos that we'll be posting that you can learn something from. So thank you so much for going through the exercise with me, and see you next time.